Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's so great to be back and to be posting again on YouTube. 2 days away from YouTube always feels like a week. I don't get it, but I guess I truly love this channel and I love what I do. Meghan and Harry have been slammed yet again, and they have been slammed as narcissists by a former singer called John Linden. So he's put together a book, and who isn't writing a book nowadays, which is great. So I found this article by The Sun, and it is titled Meghan and Harry Latest Narcissist Duchess Blasted and Told to Get a Council Flat and a Job. He's not really saying anything that no one else has said about them. I think at this point we all feel the same. And he has shared a few of his thoughts and feelings about the couple in the book titled I Could Be Wrong, I Could Be Right. Formerly known as Johnny Rotten, he said he couldn't get his head around Harry and Meghan's move to the US from the UK. And he says, I quote, I don't get it at all. If they don't want to be a part of that royal institution, then why don't they completely give up their titles and get a council flat and a job, he writes. According to the Mail Online, who obtained a copy of the book, so this was actually what he put in his book. And a lot of people don't understand it. They don't understand the rejection from Meghan and Harry with one hand, but then taking all of the financial benefits that comes with it, along with the prestige and the elevation with the royal titles, the royal connection. It just doesn't make any sense. The article goes on to say, addressing Meghan's guest appearance on America's Got Talent and both she and Harry urging Americans to vote in next week's election, Linden added, making guest appearances on trashy TV shows and expounding their virtuous opinions, there's nothing virtuous in it at all, which is true. They are appearing everywhere and anywhere, and they seem to have slowed down a tiny bit this week. There's a lot of speculation that Meghan could be pregnant, hence applying for a summary judgment and postponing her privacy case till next year, October time, at least for another 9 months. So she has not shared her reasoning as to why she's done this. That has remained confidential, but who knows? She could be pregnant, she may not be pregnant. I think it's more along the lines of not wanting to be degraded further, or should I say to degrade herself further, because she has dragged her father through the mud. He's also saying that by the time the case goes ahead, he could be long gone and could have passed away by then. So it's a difficult one, really. This is the father who she used to love, who she used to talk about in her speeches, who has been cut off completely from her life since she feels as though she has leveled up to a point where she doesn't have to acknowledge him any further. And Linden actually carries on to say, they've decided not to do something, so why don't they move on and leave it alone, he added. Linden's comments come as a new YouGov poll showed the Queen's popularity has soared from 79% to 83% during the pandemic lockdown. But Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's popularity has plummeted from 71% to 55% and 55% to 38% respectively. And to be honest, I think that is all connected to the simple fact that they are not here. They've inferred that we're drug addicts. They've inferred that we are all negative. They've also inferred that we are of no use to them. They've discarded us in a horrendous way, especially the British people. They have treated us abhorrently, and I think that's why their popularity has really dropped. People have left quite a few comments on this article, And one person has said he is spot on. Another person has said, can't see how they are classed as royals anymore. Harry threw that down the pan when he married. Someone else has added, an adjournment is a common occurrence in court procedures. Probably requested a postponement as her own book is going to be used against her. And how can you possibly fight that? How on earth did the book's authors know Harry thought it refreshing when she took a bathroom break in the woods when only the two of them were out walking? She's going to lose massively, nothing to do with being pregnant. So a lot of people are starting to not believe the rumours that she's possibly pregnant, and I don't know, I'm on the fence. I think she could be pregnant, or I think that at least a surrogate could be pregnant. Someone could actually be pregnant, but not Meghan herself. Because the best way for her to really recover could be through the birthing of another child. And unfortunately, I do foresee this couple using our interest and our curiosity about another child to try and wash away their dirty, soiled past. Because let's face it, they've left a very dark, negative stain upon this country's reputation, and so therefore they have to try and pull out all the stops with various gimmicks. Meghan also did say during an interview when she was on Suits that when she acquired the Cartier tank watch, she was going to pass it down to her future daughter. So I do think she definitely wants to get a little girl in from Harry, because I guess it's always nice to have blood related siblings, and I think that she will try and complete her family with at least one boy, one girl. So whatever happens after the divorce, she'll have her children. And yeah, I think also that the book was definitely turning up the heat on her. We know that they definitely had direct, heavy involvement in the production of that book, and hence she had to postpone it because she couldn't lose a court case, try and battle and scramble for her dignity and popularity in America, which has obviously significantly plummeted, all at the same time, have her family in the background really upset with her, and also have us not only calling for their titles to be stripped, but some fractions in the UK are also calling for a republic. They want to do away with the Queen as head of state. I think that it was all starting to fall down like a deck of cards. Another person has also added, "Oh Harry, what an airhead you are. Maybe you can do what other Hollywood couples have done and consciously uncouple from that egomaniac. Can't see you getting back into the good books of the UK people, but at least you won't have to put up with that narcissist." And the problem is that Harry has really facilitated Meghan. Harry has made Meghan richer. He's indulged her. He's reinforced this narcissistic behavior, and he's also adopted a lot of her negative traits by disrespecting the Queen and the royal firm, which is his birthright. Even though he is not ever really going to sit on the throne, he's now sixth in line to the succession of the throne. He's joined her in it. So I don't foresee this couple splitting anytime soon, definitely not within the next 12 months, but then I could be completely wrong. This court adjournment could actually represent that maybe they have split up and they're going to delay it. She has supplied personal confidential reasons. I personally didn't feel as though she should have been granted this adjournment, but she has been granted this adjournment, which only adds to the validity of whatever excuse she's come up with. They could be possibly getting a divorce. So there's so much on the table now and unrevealed cards that we can't yet see. Who knows? I'll be back for another video. Bye guys.